Hey guys, welcome to video number 6 of my basics of crochet tutorials. In this video I will be showing you how to join your granny squares together and add a border. The first thing that you need to do is lay your granny squares on top of each other face up. So this is the front of the granny square, this is the front of this granny square. So I'm going to lay them on top of each other like so. I'm going to leave my tails hanging out and I'm going to join it down this edge here, and I'm going to trap my tails into the stitches so that I can then chop them off and they'll be nice and secure. So the first thing that you want to do is take the yarn that you'll want to use to join your squares together. I've used a contrasting colour so that you can see the stitches more clearly, but you can use whatever colour you like. When I make my blankets I do like to use a contrasting colour for my stitches because you can see them when you're joining your blanket together using this method, particularly from the back side of the blanket. So I like to make it a contrasting colour so it stands out and becomes part of the pattern. So the first thing that you want to do is place your hook inside the corner stitch of both of the granny squares like so. Take your yarn, hold it with your finger at the back like this and just pull it through and make a slip stitch like so, and then chain one, and then you are going to go into the top of the next 3 clusters of stitches, which is these ones here, into both the front and the back granny square. And you can make a slip stitch if you like, or you can make a single crochet, which I prefer to do so that the stitches stand out and you can see them, and then go into the next one, into both, and do your stitch, and then into the third and do your stitch. And then in this gap here, which was the chain 1, we want to just make a single crochet through both into the squares like so, and then the next cluster will be 3 single crochets across the top like so, and then again just into the chain space, and then the next cluster is again 3 into both squares, and now you're going to be going over your tails of yarn and trapping them in there. And then again we have the chain space. So if you just continue right to the end of this row, and then when you reach the very end into this corner stitch here, what you want to do is just do 1 single crochet, chop your yarn, leave your tail hanging, give her a nice stretch, chop off the tails from your granny squares like so, and there you have it joined together, and you can see that you can see these stitches. And then when you have finished and you have joined all of your squares together to make your blanket, then you might want to add a border. So I'm going to show you how to add a simple border. There are a lot of different edgings that you can do, and I will make tutorials for those, but for the purposes of this video I'm just going to show you how to make a very simple single crochet border. But if you prefer to use the half double crochet stitch, you can use a half double crochet stitch, or you can use a double crochet stitch if you like. So what I want you to do is go into one of these stitches on the clusters of 3 double crochets, to just go into one of them like so. Again, hold your yarn in the same way, hold it at the back, pull it through, form a slip stitch and chain 1, and then just single crochet into the following 2 stitches, and make sure that you keep your tail in there as you go, and then go into the chain space and just do 1 single crochet, and then into the next 3, and the cluster of 3 doubles, and then 1 in the chain space, and then in the 3. Continue going right to the end of the line. When you get to the corner stitch, you want to put 3 singles into the corner, and then continue in the same manner, going right the way around your project, and you will end up with a nice border like this. Another way of attaching your granny squares is to actually do a border around each of these squares like this and join them together. So in the same way that you did with the other method, you place them face together like this, and you place your hook in the corner stitch. There is 3 single crochets, so place your hook through the front loop of the first square and in the middle stitch, and in the second square into the back loop of the middle stitch like this. So you'll just have 2 strands of yarn on your hook. Take your yarn, hold it at the back like so, pull it through, form a slip stitch, chain 1, and then in the front loop of the first square, you can see that, and the back loop of the second square, that is where you're going to make all of your single crochets to join together. So just continue to do that until you get to the other side. When you reach the stitches with the tails in, just make sure to do your stitches over those tails, keep them nice and secure. And your very last stitch will be in the center stitch of the corner piece. So just chop your yarn again, pull the ends through, pull it nice and tight, and then you can chop your tails off. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this tutorial has been useful. In the description box below is a link to my Facebook page, so please pop over there, have a look, give me a like and follow me on Facebook. If you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you for my next video. Goodbye, guys. Have a nice day.